Hello everyone, this is Tiffany's Nature Vlogs plus self-care reviews, and welcome to my beautiful mess. Okay, so the first things first, I have quite a few dried flowers, and I know that I'm not going to use them all, but I have an idea of which ones that I'm going to use for these candles. Here are some peach blossoms. So here are some forget-me-nots. So I have tons and tons of dried flowers to play around with here in my candles. So first things first, I have to get my tents ready. Look at these are really nice. I think for these I probably will pair these up. I haven't really decided yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I might pair these up with for this 10 and maybe sprinkling a few of peach blossoms. So that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to decide. But before I get into that, I need to get my wicks in my candles. And even before that, I'm going to go ahead and put a label on here. I didn't realize when I got these candles they came with a homemade with love, and I already have stickers that I'm put on the top for that. So I am going to put my warning labels on actually first, and then I'm going to get these with so first what I'm going to do is go ahead and get these on there. I don't know how well that's showing up. And get these all on the bottom of these, and then I'm going to start wicking up my pots. I am going to start with this one here, and I think what I don't like is that I thought these were a little bit more bigger, and it's not covering this up the way that I like, but I still want to make sure that each and every one of my candles gets this warning label. So I'm going to go through and get the sticker on all of them. I'm going to go ahead and wick my pots up here. I've got like a whole bunch. Now I'm going to use the longer wicks here to wick these up. So you can do these a couple of different ways. You can either put the sticker like right down there. You want to make sure that you get it nice and centered, just like that. Just make sure that it gets nice and centered, and I kind of push down on it a little bit. And it's easier with these size pots. If you've got those skinnier ones, I usually it's probably easier to just push something down in there to make sure that this gets nice and sticky. And then just go ahead and peel off. That, and then you want to make sure, try to get it right there in the middle as much as possible. Make sure that goes in there. So I have about at least 20 pots to do this with. Just kind of hold it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and get all these wicked up, and then I have the popsicles with the hole on it to get this to keep it centered. So these are the best kind to get because some of them, you can reuse these. If a lot of the wax don't get on these, then you can just reuse them. They also have the silver ones, and I do have those. I used those last time, but yeah, I like the sticks better. So I'm gonna go through and get these all potted up and get it ready for some oil. Okay, and then here are my dyes. And I have a lot of dyes. That is the fun part. I can, you know, mix these up. There's fresh green, royal blue. I just use them just as they are. Black, big red, some bright yellow, coffee color. You know, I think I might use this in the white sand candle. I keep talking about that white sand because it is just a bomb. So more decisions to make. And then I have to deal with this wax because this is, I thought this would be a better idea to get them in chunks. And now I'm thinking about how I'm going to, I shouldn't say how, but the length of time it's going to take to melt these down. I don't know. I think that wasn't the best idea to get these in blocks, but we'll see. We'll see how. I finally got all of them, or most of my 10s. They are all wicked up. All wicked up. I went ahead and sometimes I use an extra popsicle stick. I did last time, and I just kind of like it feels like you get an extra hole, but it's not necessary. You can do it either one. Like for some, I still have just the one stick on there. Just make sure, well, the purpose is just to keep it nice and straight when the hot wax go in. So so some I didn't, some I didn't. So I am wicked up. So let's get some wax melted. It is time. Okay, so I'm getting my water ready and getting it to a boil. Once it gets to a nice hot boil, then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my wax. And I want to see this get up to about around 200. So I've never melted a block like this before. I usually, like I said, I usually get it shredded, but I'm gonna give it a try. If it's like a huge, you know, long time, then I'll go ahead and try to break it up some more. But you know, we'll see how it goes. It's okay. I mean, that's the fun part about you doing your DIYs. There's no perfect way, you know, of doing it. You do your own little customization, you know, add your little flavor to things, and you kind of learn as you go. The important thing is to relax and just have fun with it. Now I had some that I had already cut up. I'm just going to add a little bit of it in here. And kind of let that melt down. This is my preference, but I didn't have time to do it all to all the blocks. Reached 200 for me, so I just popped in an orange. I'm going to stir that in, and then I'm doing this a little bit differently this time. Last time I waited to put in the color, you know, when I went to the table. I'm just going to put in the color right now. Okay, so here is my first pour. Here, I'm gonna make sure you guys in there. And I am expecting maybe I can get 2 because these pots are a little bit bigger. Oh my god, that smells so good. Try to keep it on the ends, and you know, you don't want to put a lot. When I get ready to do the taller ones, I'll be able to really play around with the flowers and use more of the flowers. But I like this just as my, you know, my little special little signature on my candles. So these usually it starts to really harden, probably doesn't take long, but it is good to wait a full day just to make sure that they are, you know, completely solid. But in about 3 or 4 hours, they're usually pretty good, depending on how big your candle is. So yeah, with this size, they won't take that. Okay, so for the next one, I've already got my oil ready. This is going to be just a clear pour, and this one is going to be for the white sand. I absolutely love this one. So the next one I am going to do is the Red Crush. Absolutely love that one too. And I am going to stir in 1 fresh red dye and see what that looks like. I got hot wax over here, so I gotta stirring here. When I had the cameras off and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with the white sand, so what I end up doing is taking some of the buds of the Christmas, where are they? The bottom of them, and just took the green part. So I took the green part and crushed them up, and then this is what it looks like. So, and then if you are working with dry flowers, you know, because you can see right here, there's still some of it left, and when it's done, just blow on top of it, and then any kind of loose dry flower, it'll just blow right off. So you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your beautiful mess. And then here's a couple more of the white sands. These are more solid. And here they all are. They're here's the white sand. I just kind of let that be like a clear one, and I have the labels next to them. I know that one there is, I went ahead and did one for, what was it called, just for him. That one I really couldn't figure out, and I just gave that one, that color is called coffee. And it's just like a real subtle cologne. And I still have a couple over here that's baking. That is it. That's it. So if you're thinking about doing a DIY, if you're thinking about making soaps or anything like that, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Have fun with it. It's a perfect way to relax and just kind of take your mind off of things. And you can just let your creativity flow. Just kind of make it your own, and you'll learn as you go. If you want to add or subtract, put your own little spin to it, your own little flavor, and just kind of go with it, whatever it is.